Okay, so today is Saturday, so welcome, Elaine. Good to see you. Brother Edward, thanks for being the first.
Hello.
And Adrian, good. Keep your eye on the road, bro. Uh, you're like 60 minutes out, so you're good. And Darlene, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Uh, Mr. Tate, now you see what Darlene looks like.
Right. Okay. All right.
Okay,
I appreciate it.
okay, good. And Michael and everyone else joining, thank you. This session is going to be exciting. Why it's going to be exciting is I'm going to be talking about a lot of things. I'm going to be talking, oh, I'm glad you did that, Miss Short. I can see you. Now I'm going to get motivated. uh, Vision and making our vision bigger than our circumstances. Our vision, making our vision bigger than our circumstances. And so our goals are designed to drive us through our vision. And as you know, they say, where there's no vision, you can do the last part. Good to see you, Miss Lambert. Wow, you are looking great, young lady. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to get a testimonial out of you. This has been my accountability partner. But the greater thing here is that we've got 65 days for the rest of the year. We got 4 days for the rest of the month. And I'm here to tell you that we can do great things in those 65 days based on our belief system, based on our vision, based on our goals, based on what we choose to do. Today, I think it's going to be very valuable. Brother Mark, thank you. I know you're in the car, but thank you. Thanks for joining. Balance, choice, commitment. And so we think primarily of, I'm trying to do a little part-time something. Get a bigger vision. What Steve Jobs talked about was out of his garage, he envisioned a bigger vision, a vision of the computer, not like IBM, this large thing, but the computer as an extension of the individual. Consequently, today, we got things like this in our hands. And that bigger vision, the goals that he had drove him to that bigger vision. Well, that corporation became the first trillion-dollar company, IBM. And when he was kicked out, it was his vision that led him to pick Star. And again, the goals. And so our vision could be to have a company like Angelique be a global force to help people not only feel better, not only have people act better, but be economically more viable. Having the ability to do whatever we want to do. Now, I can't give you the vision. What I've done is I've laid out certain steps. So should you choose to follow that, it's great. Last Monday, I spent 18 minutes and I felt like an absolute failure. Brother Tate, I spent 18 minutes talking about everybody buying a calendar, buying a boss, and then working from the boss. Something I mean, I have done for years. But I'm saying in October, the average person, if they don't have one of these, they're not going to buy one. So those 18 minutes that I could never get back in my life, I was talking to myself. Today, I'm going to show you through 4 sheets of paper, you can manage your business, grow your business. And we have an exceptional treat today. First of all, we got Miss Mary Collier that's going to be helping. Outside of Miss Collier, we have another $1 million producer, Mr. Adrian Tan, that is sacrificing some of his family time to come share with us some jewels. I got my notebook ready. Every time he opens his mouth, I'm listening. I'm listening for gems. And so, God bless you, Mary. I was looking for you, girl. We've been meeting like this every Saturday for, 21, 22 years? And you're only 23.
Exactly.
So get ready. Get ready, get ready, get ready. And so without any further to do, I really want you to look at, this is a very special session. I don't know who I'll be speaking to today, but the right person is going to get the message and it's going to fly. Because we were going to extend your vision. And through these 4 days, you can impact your goal. And in November, you can blow up. I'm telling you, with the strategies we have, it is no doubt, I know. But this company can be a multi-billion-dollar company. Rajiv, Marvin, Brad, Bill, Eric, now Adrian. It's a circle of eagles coming together. And us working together, we will, it is destined to be $1 million company and $1 billion. Had a guy passed on, I met him in 1978. And I heard him running around saying, where there's soap, there's hope. And I started saying, where there's soap, there's hope. And then everybody I'd go to, I'd tell them what company I'm in. And Mr. Tate, they'd say, stay away from me. Stay away from me. And so, absolutely, in 1969, somebody used to call me, tell me about the company. And I said, oh, Agway. And then after I joined, I started pronouncing it right. I kept saying, oh, Amway. But Dexter Yeager has been dead now for about 8-9 years. Dexter Yeager, 2 years ago, Amway paid his estate $7.5 million. Dexter made more money dead than most people I know alive in 1 year. And I'm saying you and I have that same ability. And I'm going to cover some other things, but I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to slow it down, Michael. I'm going to bring it back down. And so let's start this session. Big money, blessings.
Thank you, Coach. I needed that blessing.
Okay, my brother. This young lady, it's an absolute pleasure for me. And as soon as I get my slides working here, I got a new thing. going. But it's an absolute pleasure. And you never know about who you're going to meet next. I met people yesterday that was an absolute unbelievable. But this young lady, she is from Tennessee. What I love most about her, she can teach me how to spell. She can teach me how to pronounce words. She's got more degrees than a thermometer. And she's never done this industry before, but destined to be one of our great people. And without any further to do, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to have Miss Mary Collier come up, share her screen, and go through her part. And then I'll be back to you.
Okay, let's see if this party started. Okay, let's see. Okay, come on. Okay. My computer's a little slow, so y'all have to bear with me. Are we gonna play the song first, Coach? Okay. Well, come on. Okay. Okay, today we're going to be talking about the 3 major takeaways from applied faith. Now, applied faith, if you don't know what applied faith is faith that combines belief and action. You can have a belief, but if you don't do the actions to make that belief become a reality, at this point, it's just a belief. Okay. Gotta move these out of the way. Okay, takeaway number 1 from applied faith. You can increase your sales by 10% if you reach out to 10 new prospects and follow up with your existing loyal customers, and ask those customers to give you referrals, and follow up with referrals also. Now, there's an action step that you can take to get this done. And the action step is you write down a list of 10 people who you know want your NutriVeda line products. You can contact those people and make them an offer that they can't refuse. You can use limbic messaging to express why you do what you do and how you can help them solve their problems. If you don't know what limbic messaging is, a limbic message is a message that pulls on the heartstrings. It uses that emotional part of your brain to get people feeling a certain kind of way. Here's an example of a limbic message. First, you ask them a question. Do you want to feel more confident, energetic, or attractive? Next, you tell them how they can do this. You can say, like, discover the secret formula that thousands of people today are using to transform their bodies and lives in just 30 days. Wouldn't you want to know what that secret formula is to do these things? I would. Takeaway number 2. You can boost your productivity by 20% by eliminating distractions and focusing on your most important tasks. Okay, ladies, we're gonna have to shut off Hallmark Christmas movies so we can keep us from being distracted. I am so guilty of that. I keep my TV turned to Hallmark all day long, every single day. But because I like to have background noise, I don't realize that it's a distraction until I try to do something and the TV is playing in the background. So we have to turn that TV off for at least 25 minutes. Action step, set a timer for 25 minutes and work on that important task without interruption. After you finish that task, you can take 5 to 10 minute breaks. Some of you might want to take more than 10 minutes, but take a break, then come back and repeat the action step for 25 minutes of work. You can post on Facebook, Instagram. You can do shorts and reels. You can post on My Day. I didn't know what My Day was until I looked it up. My Day is also part of Facebook. You can post on Twitter or X and TikTok. You can also post on LinkedIn. For those of you who are still posting on LinkedIn, you might have seen that LinkedIn has made some changes. Right now, you can only connect with 10 new connections per month, but you can still connect with the connection that you already have on a daily basis. But if there are new connections, you can only do 10 a month. And when you send a note with your connection request, the character space has been limited to 200. It used to be 300, but now it's 200. So keep that in mind when you're posted on LinkedIn. Okay, you can utilize these steps. Utilizing these steps will lead you to more engagements via Messenger. From Messenger, you can lead these contacts to Zoom. You can send them videos from the links below. Or you can also remember now to use limbic messaging to remind yourself of your purpose and vision on how they can align with your values. Like I said, you can send them one of 3 videos. The first one is Ayurveda in the News, or you can send them Limitless Performance Stack, or Anjali, can't see that. Anjali Global Performance. Oops, having difficulties here, Coach.
That's okay. Rewards.
Okay, Anjali Rewards. Okay. Takeaway number
3.
Takeaway number 3. Give your network, you can grow your network at least by 30% by connecting with like-minded people who share your passion and vision. And the action step that you can take for that one is join relevant online community or groups and introduce yourself. Share your expertise and insights and offer value to others. Now, there are a lot of different groups that you can join on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. I'm in several health and wellness groups on LinkedIn, and I've got a few groups that I've joined on Facebook. So what you do, you come in on the people's posts in these particular groups, but make sure it's in line with what they're talking about. You can't go out there just verbatim. You can't just go out there and sell your product, because that's not allowed. You just have to come in on what they're posting. And when you post something yourself, make sure it's in line with what other groups are posting. Like in health and wellness, if someone posts something on wellness, you can come in on that. You can also make a post on health and wellness yourself, so they can comment on your post. But always remember to use limbic messaging to communicate your beliefs and values on how they resonate with others. Keep that in the back of your mind at all times when you're posting. Now let's take a look at the numbers. Everybody wants to know the numbers. Okay. Say, for instance, if you connect with 30 people on Facebook per day and do this 5 days a week, you will have a total of 150 people friend connections that week. But if you do that for 4 weeks, that's 150 times 4, that'll give you 600 people to connect with. Okay, now out of that 600 people that you're connected with, we're gonna say 10% is going to respond back to you with interest in your product. So out of those 60 people, you can send those 60 people, you can get them on a three-way call, you can take them to a Zoom, or you can share those three video links that I showed you in the previous slide. Now, out of those 60 people that connected with you showing interest, let's say you sign up 10%. That would give you 6 people, six new prospects that you enroll from the 600 that you connected with during that entire month. So, and that would give you a total of 54 prospects to follow up with. Don't forget those 54 just because you signed up 6, because out of the 54, you might sign up maybe 5, 6, or 8 more. So don't forget to follow up with those people. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. The limbic messaging is a way of talking to someone's feelings. It can help you persuade, connect, and remember better. But you have to be honest and sincere. Limbic messaging comes from the heart. Remember that. If you're going to be using limbic messages, you want to talk from your heart to reach somebody else's heart. And I think that is it for me. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and turn it over to Coach Smile.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, my word. Wired, fired, and inspired. Powerful, powerful. So from the lessons that we teach, or not teach, but we review every week, it comes from Napoleon Hill's 17 Principles. And from Napoleon's 17 Principles, we like to dig deeper, and I have been. But as she talked about, what can you do in 4 days? Well, if I go back to my office portal and check to see how many in my office portal have not done their loyalty orders, that's something, bam, right away, I can do. Then the next thing that I can do that is very effective is, can I get referrals from satisfied people? Referrals from satisfied people. And if I was to open this up to, and at the end, I'm going to come back and get some referrals. Because if you are using this product, it is impossible for you not to feel good, not to walk good, not to talk good, not to look good. Look at Miss Jennifer. Lord have mercy. I walked in a beauty salon with her yesterday, and the woman looked at my suit, and she looked at Jennifer's face, and it was she was transfixed. So I just stepped back and let Jennifer do her thing, because the woman was just engulfed in her glow. Unbelievable, unbelievable. And so these are steps we can use right away in the next couple days. Before I go any further, what I want to do is I want to bring in a man that I respect so much, and I'm going to bring him a little later, but I want to bring him now because we touched on social media. And why I asked Miss Mary about doing social media is because she's not only talking about it, but she's doing it. She's doing it. So Spencer, and he's talking to you from his hospital bed. Mr. Tate, you understand? You can do anything you choose to do. He is coming from his hospital bed. But Spencer, why don't you just go into some social media tacked on to what Mary talked about?
Yes, sir. Hello, everybody. How you doing, Coach?
I'm fine now seeing you, bro. I tell you, if you can show up on a Saturday from your hospital bed Tell me I can't get 1,000 people to show up. Tell me I can't get 2,000. Because once Mary was with me, I had 3,500 show up for Holland Stone Cipher that paid parking, that paid us $15 to come into the LA Coliseum. Remember that, Mary? Gloria, God bless you, girlfriend. Go ahead, Spencer.
Okay, Coach. I want to piggyback on Miss Mary about the groups. You do not want to just join groups. You want to check out to see how active that group is. You want to see when the latest posts in that group have been and how active the group is. If you got a group you see a post that's 6 months ago, don't waste your time. You're looking for those who are actually actively engaging in the group. So keep that in mind. Not all groups are the same. Some are just there. And yeah, some of them are just there, and then some of them are active. So make sure you be selective on the groups that you actually join. Social media is a great way to really connect with people. But we have one of the most powerful tools that help us craft content in a way that we can relay our message in a proper manner. Write it in the tone that can resonate with people so that you can connect with them. So don't be afraid to use that AI to help you with ideas.
Whatever.
Please mute.
Yeah, go ahead.
Muted, Spencer.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's what you want to do. Another thing you want to do is we got phenomenal products. Our goal, as I call myself a hub, and the reason why I call myself a hub is because I don't think of myself as just another network marketer. I'm not just another affiliate marketer. I'm not just another video marketer. I'm a hub, which means I am a business. Angeli Global, to me, is part of my portfolio. My goal is to find and acquire customers. Keep that in mind. Your goal is to acquire customers. We find people who are suffering from some type of ailment that we know our product can solve. And so as being a hub and adding Angeli Global as your part of your portfolio, you're now the connector. You're connecting the problem to the solution. Now we all know happy customers stay, which means now you start building your income. McDonald's, Starbucks, Wendy's, Walmart, Target, none of them can be in business without customers. So you always want to build a customer base to get your income going. Even if you bring in a new person, help them get their customers. Because this is what it does to them psychologically. If they see some money coming in, you got them. They're going to stick and stay. Because now they can say, oh, this business model is real. So keep that in mind. Also, pick a product that you want to focus on. Don't try to do all the products. Just find one that resonates with you and then use that product to solve a problem. Once we get them to the site, they're going to see all the other stuff we have. It's like a buffet. They get there and they're like, oh, you got this. I know somebody who's suffering from this. I know somebody who's suffering from that. I know my parents can't sleep. My cousin got high blood sugar levels. My mom wants to lose weight. We got all these solutions. All we have to do is get them there. But focus on that one product. Coach and I had this conversation a couple of days ago. And there are two products that I'm torn between. Glucoslim, which is to help people with their high blood sugar levels, and gut health, the probiotics, which is a major, major problem in the U.S. A lot of people are suffering from gut health. Now, what does the doctor tell people when they go there? If you lose a little bit of weight, your blood pressure will normalize. Things start to normalize in your body. Cholesterol might normalize. Y'all see where I'm going? You help people lose the weight or improve any part of their body, and they'll tell the world. Because they will start referring people to you. So keep that in mind. Focus on the product and just don't think of yourself as a network marketer. Think of yourself as a business and keep that focus and that mindset, because that's going to allow you to do the things a business will do. A network marketer will get lazy because they'll start treating it as a hobby. So if you think of yourself as a business, you'll always treat that as a business. And I learned that, sat in the training for 2.5 hours with a gentleman I've been following since 2007. And this gentleman makes $400,000 a day. Not a week, not a month, not a year, per day, using the same concept. He's a business. He's out there looking for people who have the problem, and he's connecting their problem to a solution. If we do that effectively, there's nobody that can stop this team at all. I wish I could get out and walk around like Coach and get to a health fair or get to anywhere. So I had to improvise and use social media to get myself known and noticed so that I can also be a hub of connecting the problem to the solution. With that, Coach, I'm going to hand it back to you.
Oh man, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope we did not take time from your nurse or your doctor that came in a while ago.
No, they came in this morning and took care of me.
Okay, fine. God bless you. God bless you. Make his light shine upon you. And I hope we all join hands and say a prayer for this young man. Unbelievable. A couple of things he talked about: being a business hub, using one of the Angeli products to solve a problem, to connect with people. And I came out and I started using something that later on I'm going to ask Jennifer to comment on, because I'm using a product that the company hasn't even come out with yet, that you can do the same thing. We have appointments based on a product that the company has yet to sell one bottle. But I'm doing exactly what Mr. Taylor just talked about. I'm using it as a connect to solve some problems. Unbelievable. And you can. I'm telling you, this session is powerful. Think of the number of different fraternities that I know people have got contacts with. And you can connect with other people. You can connect with groups. That's what Mary Collier was talking about. So then let's see what we have to work with. This is how you create a 1.5 promoter. And so how do you do that? Very simple. You got to know your strategy. And so the first one is the limitless pack. The limitless pack is $249. It carries 150 in RV. Now, Mr. Tate, being new, we help you market one. That's $75. More than $75, they've got a lot of new companies coming in. There is one yesterday, somebody introduced me to, because there's a strategy that if you recruit whales or big producers, they will get other producers. Mine is, I'll go for the whale, but they're more average folk like me than they are whales. So, but I see almost everything. So there's a company out of, my son speaks Korea. It's a real big company that's coming into the United States. And somebody gave me samples and blah, 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 blah. You know what? They have a great marketing program. They got great products. But what we have here, nobody talked about a revenue stream. We don't talk about a revenue stream because we don't understand the revenue stream, because in most cases we've never had the opportunity to be involved with a revenue stream. You got to be a part of ownership. Big money's here, and I congratulate you, sir, because today's your special day. But he and I were involved. I'm still involved with a company that they had hundreds of thousands of people in it. And there were only 6 people that could participate in a revenue stream. Only 6 people. And so those 6 were called regional vice presidents. As a regional vice president, they paid me $7,000 a month, hospitalization, but the biggest thing was the opportunity to get stock based on the sales in my area. Publicly traded company. Here, we have got a revenue share that not only I can participate in, but the next Mr. Tate that I bring in can participate in. The next 100, the next 1,000 people, depending upon their thought process of are they limited or not in terms of what they can conceive and believe for themselves. This is an incredible opportunity, and you get 1 share. Second is what we call a Discover Pack. Discover Pack is $795. That's 300 RV. But you're paid something like what? 31%. That's $245. The next is the Business Pack. I'm in a place yesterday with Jennifer, and the young man said to me, how much is it to get involved? And I said, $10. I'm lowballing it. He said, no. He owns a business, right? He's running the business. He said, what's the real price? I said, $12.95. He said, that's what I wanted to know, because I'm going to refer somebody. And I said, okay. He said, I'm only referring business people. There you make what? $425. So 3, and they're free. You sponsor 3 people, and theirs is free. Not only that, they're getting what? 5 shares. And we don't talk about it because there are not many companies offering you revenue share. There are differences. There are major, major differences. Here's a Angeli referral value. And whoa, man, is this powerful. So you heard Spencer talk about different products and connecting. Now, when I go in and I speak to somebody and I go, look, relief, the relief, works with inflammation, right? And so pain, 10, 15 minutes after, you're going to feel a difference. So you sell a bottle, it's $22. Very clear, $22. Now, you've got 10 customers doing that a month. That's what? $70. Those 10 give you 10, Mark. That's 100 customers. So 100 customers times, you got the picture. 100 times 7 is how much? 700? Could that help with some gas, Mark? Amen. Okay. Now, Darlene, as an accountant, picture having 1,000 customers. 1,000 customers, Mr. Tate. We're talking about what? $7,000. And that's what I'm showing business people. How to take the base of what they have and convert it. This is what Spencer was talking about. So I'm talking to business people. How many business people can you talk to within an hour? I know because I've been walking the streets for the last 3 days talking to business people that have never seen me. This charts, and that's just one product. Look at the number of products we have. And so it is. So when you have 10 people, 100, 1,000 working off this, it's impressive. It's crazy. It is crazy good. The Limitless Performance Stack. Limitless Performance Stack that's what I'm on. Okay. $230. You make $60. So you sell 10 for the month, Mr. Tate. That's over $600. You got to slow down because you're making too much money. Okay. It's crazy. And it's all here. So here's something that, in talking with Michael and I have been knowing each other for over 40 years. And so I said, Michael, if I start asking better questions, I'll get better outcomes. You will too. So this is the flyer I made up. And I said, Glamour Consultants earn extra money online. So if I'm talking to a business person and I go in, I'm talking about lines and wrinkles, skin firmness, elasticity, and they turn around, they look at Jennifer and she's just beaming. I go, I want to know what you're doing. And so guess what? On this one flyer, I've got 3 different funnels. This is just next step. How many of you can go to the grocery store and give a flyer out and get a name, an email, and a telephone number? How many of you can go to the bank? So here's what I've come up with. The Angelie Side Hustle Appointment Questionnaire. Fresh off the press. This is what I've been using. And so all you've got to do now is copy this. If you can copy something from your computer, put a 1 in is it the chat, Mary? Is it the chat you use?
Yes, Coach.
Okay, thank you. Put a 1 in the chat. I'm not telling you to go. I mean, I spent 17 minutes on Monday, and I guarantee no one went out and bought a day timer. It's foreign. But can you go download 3 pages of paper? And here's what we've been doing. Okay. Angeli side hustle appointment questionnaire. And it's a daily log. Brand associate. And what? A workout partner. I got workout partners. I got accountability partners. Monday through Friday, 7 o'clock, I am in the gym. Why? Because I know Alice Dorsey is going to call me. Going to say, son, where are you? And I say, Alice, I'm on the job. But with this document, you can, Michael, unplug and talk about workout partners. Okay, he's not available. All right. So you can, oh yeah, he is available.
David, could you repeat the question, please?
I have on this document a workout partner.
Right.
And so I just wanted you to fill in the value of having a workout partner based on you teaching me workout partners all these years.
Well, David, I just want to comment in terms of that, in terms of you and I. This morning, everybody that's spoken, and where this is more of a magical moment that you and I have known each other. It's not just 40. I don't know why you can't add unless you're trying to prove you're a C student, but it's over 50 years and you know it. So come on. But anyway, working together and collaborating and seeing what you had to say this morning as far as an introduction is a result of a workout partner relationship that you and I have had for all these years. So it's about doing what you say, and you are certainly doing it this morning. And Mary's addition and improvement and sparkle and Spencer, I don't know, man. I've heard a lot of things, but that audio recording lit me up. I was writing notes so fast I couldn't see it. So these are all examples of working together with other people. And that, you know, whether it's my 48-year relationship with my wife and the family that's produced, the legacy of that, all things grow out of collaboration is part of why I think we're here, is to be part of a team and to be creative with that team and to be inspired and inspire. And back to you, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you. And so that's why I can have a business partner, an accountability partner 1,000 miles away, you know? And so you just send this in, but the date, the area you visited. Yesterday, I worked Flatbush area. The day before, I worked Church Street. And I'm there. My ultimate goal is to get an appointment. I'm not there to see how business is. I'm there to get an appointment. So hopefully this will help you. And it's 14. And then this piggybacks into your daily calendar. So now you've got a daily calendar there from 5 o'clock to 12. Should be 12 p.m. Okay, at night. And so daily income producing activities. What is an income producing activity? An income producing activity is not at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock on Now Site. That's training. Income producing activity is posting. Income producing activity is getting new prospects. Income producing activity is chatting, three-way calls, emails, doing overviews, follow-up, signing new customers. Edward, we call a customer a guest. Bringing in new brand ambassadors. And you can start with our Monday through Friday Insight Forum call, 8:45. And so guess what? This is what Mary was talking about when we talked about Facebook. So you're 65, you're 70, and you can only spend 1 hour in the supermarket or the bank or wherever. You can sit at home and contact 30 people through Facebook. Times 5 is 150, times 4 is 600. Properly worked, you got to come up with 6 people. And then, what are you most appreciative of? If Kim Lowe is here, she'd say, what are you most grateful for? But here, look at this. Total income for that week, for that day, I decided to contact. I sat down with Jennifer and I said, I've decided that I am going to contact 7, 10, 14 people and walk the streets until we did that. I'm going to rank promote. Okay? It's all here laid out for you. And then that dovetails into a weekly tracker. So what? All you've got to do is download it and use it. Miss Jennifer, can you come in?
Yes, coach.
Why don't you go back? Let me go back here and you just speak from your heart. What has been our results? Your result.
Oh, it's our result, coach. Because we're doing this together. The results have been phenomenal because we go out there, like Mary said, with limbic messaging. We spoke from our heart. We've been speaking from our hearts, appealing to people about what we do. You as a business coach, myself as a nutritional coach, and talking about the results that we've had from using these wonderful products. And we just don't glow from the skin, we glow from the inside out with that glow product. And that is how I don't think they're only attracted to to our clothing. It makes a difference, but it's the glowing of our skin, and also they're attracted to the way we approach them. So the people have been willingly. I've never seen people willingly like just take my number. Some of them have demanded that we take their numbers. Some of them we have not had to ask for their information. They just willingly responded to that questionnaire, or that register, as I call it, to give us their names, their numbers, their email addresses, and just handing out cards to us. I have so many cards here, business cards. It has been amazing, and getting appointments as well. So it's been great, and we've been wearing buttons. I have been wearing my Lose Weight Now asked me how coaches how to make money from home, and people have been attracted to everything that we've had to offer.
Thank you. We've gotten more appointments in the last 3 days than I've had in the last 2 months. A flyer with a product that has yet to come out. Angeli Slide Hustle appointment questionnaire, but laser focused in for an appointment. I had one young lady, I held the door and she started shaking her head this way. No. I went in, I looked at her, and it was no. Jennifer, why don't you tell that story?
Okay, we saw this beautiful young lady. She was interlocking this person's hair, and yes, she was.
She was gorgeous, Michael.
Yeah,
was
and had
gorgeous.
this amazing tiger eyes, African American lady, and she said, She was just saying, no, no, no. Didn't you hear me say no? No, no, no. And then she said, what do you have? What are you talking about? I said, I'm a direct person. Tell me exactly what you want. What do you want? But then at the end of it, of it all, she demanded, take my number, come and visit me next Monday, and please do not forget my name. Do not forget me. Are you going to forget me? Please come back. I'm looking for you.
11 o'clock appointment. Beautiful, beautiful brown eyes. On my way out, Michael. God forgive me. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just go talk to people, man. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. And so we'll send this out to you and you can use it. And so here, simple rewards, adventure. So what's exciting? What's most exciting about what we have? Well, loyalty rewards. Why do we have loyalty rewards? It rewards not only us, but we've got points that will reward what? Your customers. We're getting a store that they'll be able to get free product. Picture them going on free travel locations with you. Referral rewards, that's profit, that's money. Contessa used to say, no money, no honey. Let me not talk about her. But team rewards, 75, and that's all. Victory strategy rewards, 150. That's an additional bonus. Leadership rewards, another bonus. Advance, another. So the moment you start hitting your 1K, you start picking up extra money. It's unbelievable. And with that, we get into guests. An ambassador, a brand ambassador is a new associate. You get into ranks. The first month you hit it, you qualify for X amount of dollars, depending upon the rank you hit. You do it 2-3 months, you not only get more money, but then you get the what? The title. Market price, marketplace price, that's the retail price of the product. Loyalty price. For example, the product I take is the Limitless Stack. That's $230. Had you sold me that, you would have made $60. But month after month, I pay $195. You would have made $25. Month after month after month. So if you got 10 people like me on it, that's 250. You got 100 people, just move the zero. You got 1,000 people, you move the zero again. If not, like me, I use a calculator or I ask Miss Mary. All right? But if it's coming to your bank, you don't have to worry. It goes right to your bank. Loyalty price. Rewards volume, that's what you get paid on. Loyalty points. Referral profit. Why is referral profit? Because you have referred somebody to your what? Your website. And so the packages that we save on. The Limitless Enrollment Pack. And so what's with the pack is you're getting 2 Glyco Slims. And that is what Spencer was talking about. High blood sugar levels. Heavy in the Hispanic market. Heavy in the Black market. In the 70s, I was a Negro. Well, I won't go there. Anyway. But high blood sugar levels. This is affecting people you know, I know. And if you don't know them, go out and know them. That's the Glucose Slim. And the Ambrosia, oh my word. I got to hide that from myself. And the Vitality and the Renew. That package is $245. So, Edward, you were asking me how much it is to get started. It's all up to you. So, $245, it brings 150 rewards volume, and you're getting 1 share. The next pack is the Discovery Pack. $7.95, 300 rewards, but there you get 3 shares. And so what I was talking about in prepaid, they gave me an opportunity to revenue share, but it was only 6 people. We had thousands and thousands and thousands, but only 6 of us participated. Here, you can participate and others can participate. Okay? It's not limited. And so guess what? You market that. You sponsor 3 people and yours is free. And then the other pack is the business pack. And so when the young man asked me, what's the real price? He said, I'm a businessman. So I wanted to know about business, what it is to go into business. He's in a fixed location. He knew he had to get rent. The landlord took, a month down security. Then he had to stack the place. Here, it is $12.95. You bring 3 people in and yours is free. Unbelievable business opportunity. But understand what Mr. Taylor talked about. See, each business brand associate you bring in is part of your network. That's another branch. That's another branch that didn't cost you anything. But the potential is incredible. Why not spread the word? That's unlock the e-commerce action. And so here, Yahweh bonus, team enrollment tree, and I'm going to speed this up. You follow this because I want to turn it over to our most distinguished guests. Okay, let me spend the time on it. You sponsor 3 people, so that's you, and you sponsored me. You sponsored Michael, and you sponsored Mary. And so, Edward, we're going to work with you to help you sponsor 3 with those 3, right? So the first wave is wave 1. You're going to earn an extra $30. That's with them with $150. Keeping that, so it's an incentive to teach you how to build properly. No company has ever taught me how to build properly and reward me for good behavior. And so Mark, 3 times 3, so it's 9, but that's an additional 300. And you do it again, that's 27 people. That's an additional 900. Now, if you get inspired and you drop another leg for a 4th leg, and why I said inspired, because big money is on. He knows that in the other company, it was 4 legs to the top. You're going to wind up with 1,500. And without any further to do, I want to just stop and have this gentleman take over. It is such a pleasure to have this young man, Mr. Tan, come on He's an expert. I plan to learn a lot from him. And man, just do your thing. I got my notebook ready. So, Elaine, show me your notebook. Okay.
Hey, everybody. Good morning from Los Angeles. It's so nice to see all the beautiful people on this amazing company that it's just, we're really on the ground floor, you guys. And it kind of brought me back to some of the memories that I've had with some people, specifically people that have had a lot of value communicated on Napoleon Hill's theories. And you know, this gentleman, you know, was a billionaire basically. And I was in a room with him and Tony Robbins after a leadership kind of powwow. And he handed all of us this book. I think you guys can kind of see it. It's Think and Grow Rich. And Bill, Mr. Farley, he was a good businessman. Wasn't fit for this industry, but he had built large companies. You know, he owned Fruit of the Loom. He owned Jordache, Christian Dior. He lived above Oprah Winfrey, and it boils down to that there are success leaves clues, right? We all know that now, and I love that. You know, Coach is, you know, communicating to you guys the value of, you know, applying a system. You know, we know systems never fail. We know that. We've experienced that through what we've seen, like Starbucks or McDonald's or any other traditional chains, you know, and I'm just so grateful that I get to be a part of like-minded individuals. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. And thank you, Coach, for having me be a part of this. And so connecting the dots is what comes up to me, you guys. You know, we all have different visions, different desires, whether it's, you know, going to Hong Kong and getting suits made, you know, and just having that experience, or going to Taiwan to go have some dumplings, a restaurant that has grown to 150 locations across the world that I got to taste in LA. And I'm like, I want to go to where the original place was. I went to Taiwan and tried it. You know, like those kinds of experiences are, you know, maybe that may not be for you. Maybe for you, it's just simply paying a mortgage off, or building a couple more vacation times with your kids. But what is the emotional connection, right? What is the emotional connection? And if you close your eyes and see yourself receiving your goals, how does it feel? Like, what does it smell like? What is it, you know, what do you see in your head? How could you actually close your eyes and make those visions even more vivid, right? Because when you start to do that, you start to create these juices that flow within yourself. You know, you're lighting your own fire, right? Because, you know, there's a lot of negative things around us, you guys. There's all the media, there's all the hate, but honestly, I don't buy into it. You don't want the same thing. So fill your head. And this is what I love about what this meeting is all about, because, you know, you guys, Coach, you were mentioning you guys have been doing this 20 years with someone doing this every Saturday at this point. I mean, that's unbelievable, right? It's like consistency. It's one of the main aspects of this book is the consistency, right? And so what is the vision? What is that? Do you guys have it written down? Do you guys have pictures of it, right? And then see yourself there, because at the end of the day, we know now that when you see something, you know, a vision is not, they say a goal is not a dream without a plan. A goal is not a dream without a plan. Wishful thinking if you don't have a plan. But the minute you write it down, the minute that you start thinking about it, even condense it to action steps at this point. That's what I ended up doing in previous careers, because, you know, when they say it's a numbers game, it's like, okay, how many no's am I willing to take to get that one yes, right? That could set this business on fire. And what is that worth to me? You know, it got to the point where I was calculating that number. You know, when you're making hundreds of, you know, you can connect it to $100 per no, or, you know, $50 per no, whatever it might be, but because eventually you're going to get to the yeses, And the only way you're going to improve yourself if we're lacking skill, in my opinion, because when I start to lack skill in an area of my life, I know that the only way that it's going to repair itself is by either creating more action or more attempts at it. Because I can sit there and think about it, mesh on it, but I know until I'm repetitively doing it, I'm not going to get that true result that I want, that learning from within, right? That learning from being, I call it wisdom ultimately, right? You can read about making money. You can read about exponential growth and how it doubles every day for 30 days, right? That's the beauty of this business, because a lot of people think I'm going to put one effort in, that's going to do this, and it's return on investment. But yeah, our return on investment is exponential growth in this model, right? And so I enjoy hearing, the checklist and the accountability. Coach goes to the gym every morning. My alarm clock goes off at 3:55 in the morning. My foot hits the floor at 4 a.m. I'm at the gym and I do a cold plunge for 3 minutes, and then I warm up, and then I do a class at 5 o'clock. If there's anyone more like intense in regards to what they've been able to do with their health, I would say me and my partner Caitlin. She's a naturopath, right? And so I bounce her ideas and her knowledge and her wisdom, and I surround myself with people that are like that all the time. And I'm going to share with you guys one of these days a picture of me 15 years ago. It's a picture of me today. You can see the age difference. I look so much older. And what is your personal testimonial? That's what that leads to. Whether it's with this product or just anything in life, right? Because health is wealth. Without our, you can make all the money in the world, but you can't do anything with it, right? And I've seen that in certain generations in my culture, where people have hoarded so much money, but now they've broken their body so much doing it, they can't even go on a trip, right? And sometimes that could be my angle with someone. Sometimes it could be the silence. But what I know is that we have a platform, we have a system that we can lean into so that we can express, right? Being able to have the capacity to help someone out with this vehicle, either from a financial standpoint or a health standpoint, either or, take your pick. So systems never fail, people fail systems. And here we do have a system. The compensation plan's there, it's set. You can immediately get your business. I mean, imagine starting a liquor store and having to create the lease and having to inventory and having to get the licenses and all that stuff. Imagine starting a gas station. I mean, right? Yeah, I don't have time. Okay, great. Well, that's what the team's for. Together, everyone achieves more. You don't have to tell the situation. You don't have to tell the story. But hey, if you know someone's got a dream, someone's got a desire, I'm looking for key leaders. Here we go. The product, you got a question about? Here, take a look at this. Send them a video. We're putting people in the process. And that's what I like about what I'm seeing with the checklist and, the accountability there, because you can go to yourself at the end of the week and look back at it and be like, what did I do for this? What did I do for my dream? What did I do for more time freedom this week? And the only person that's going to be responsible is the one looking in the mirror. But at least you can start to figure out where you stand and how you can make adjustments. What you track, you can grow. What you don't track can just go all over the place. We know that now. We know people that don't manage their money. They can make $800,000 a year, but by the time they spend all of it, they're maybe clearing 80 grand. So what's it worth, right? And so we have here a vehicle to holistically help another individual. And when it comes to faith, that I know we started the call with, right? Dr. Martin Luther King said it best. You may not see the entire staircase. All you got to do is take the first step. And a lot of these is just a lot of first steps, right? When I start my conversation with someone, I think in my head, I'll put them in a merry-go-round. Maybe today they're going to get a three-way call. Maybe tomorrow they're going to get an email or a text or a conversation about it. And eventually they're going to say, okay, let me do it. Right? And then you'll figure out, okay, where are my skills? What's my system for it? But without the attempts, we're not going to get there. And and I've caught myself preparing to prepare so that I can be prepared so that I can go out there tomorrow and go do it. I've caught myself there. I'm guilty of those moments also, right? But when we know we have something, and if I can just get past this person's objection or past this person's resistance, it's never about you. Maybe it's just not the right time for them, but if you never give them the opportunity, then when you're making millions, can you look back and say, I should have said this to that person? Because I could have totally helped them out, right? And that's when your wisdom comes in after doing attempts and attempts and attempts and attempts and attempts. So thank you for rehashing a lot of those memories, Coach, because I'm just talking from the heart, right? And these are just principles now because of just building business. And for all of us to share that, okay, put yourself on a schedule. You still got a full-time job. Okay, that's a priority. That's fine. We respect that. That's what this business, the beauty of this is. You can take it part-time to make it a full-time income or go to full-time if you have the ability. It's up to you. It's your ride. But with the compensation plan, it gives us a little excitement to know that we can get founder shares, revenue shares, right? We have the ability to double or quadruple people's incomes and if they just bring them over. So what is it going to take? It's right there. You can ask yourself today, okay, what are things that I'm going to commit to this week in regards to numbers? How many action steps that I can fit into my schedule? Do some time blocks and maybe draw out your goals and put it like if you guys were to, if I were to turn the camera around and you guys were to see my screensaver are my goals, trips that I want to go on, the stuff that I want to have, right? That way it's always in my forefront. And I know if I just take this one action step, no matter what happens there, I know at least I got one step closer to what I want. And the more I do that, the less time I spend thinking too much of it. Because I'll keep learning as I go along the way. You can tell a child how to stand up, but until they start crawling and they start bumping their heads and eventually they're just going to stand up, it's the same kind of situation. Does that make sense? So I know I've thrown a lot at you guys in a very short period of time there. I think you guys can see a little passion that kind of goes through me because, what I do lack in the skill because I'm so new to the whole experience still. It's still just the excitement that it will get me people on board, which I have. I put 2 builders in yesterday. The business fact. So we're gonna do it, you guys. Come do it with us. If something happens, Coach, I just need to acknowledge that I'm a little fearful about knocking on this door and just say it. And a lot of the times, just even saying it to someone else and someone actually hears it, which I know Coach will listen to you. His heart is so big. You know what I'm saying? And lean onto him, lean onto us, to Michael, right, to Spencer, to all the people that we're a part of. Have that accountability. Hey, this week I want to do this, and maybe even add games with that accountability if you want. If you're the business to business type, you want to go do that. Maybe have an accountability partner that's in the same that wants to do it with you, and start there. If I don't do it, here's $20, right? So maybe add a little fire to it because that will create the emotion anyway, right? Because what's not exciting about this product? What's not exciting about the opportunity? I just looked again. I mean, the $250,000 a month earners in some of these companies and $500,000 earners in some of these companies. But we don't even, it's not even necessary for us to think that big at the moment. Just get your investment back and help the same person get their investment back. Keep it simple, stupid, KISS method, right? Because ultimately you're going to get your results. This is 30-day money back guarantee. Ultimately, you're going to get your results. Just try it out. Even at this level of my health, trying these products out have helped me, have made me sleep better, have made me less sore. So create your own personal testimonial and then lean on the other testimonials. Because when someone else, like, and this is the power of the three-way call that I love, is because when you bring someone else in the call and you highlight that person, like Coach, who's a leader in business and in life, and he's landed upon an opportunity, and Coach is looking for a couple key leaders to kind of bring along with us in a ground floor opportunity, wouldn't that be something? You might at least spend 5 to 10 minutes of your time and allow yourself to get 100% of the information before rejecting my approach. Right? So I'm really excited, you guys, and I hope that we can see each other in the beaches of the world very soon, because, you know, with all the products that are, you know, with Rajiv at the helm of the company and our team, and, you know, Marvin and Brad, who have a lot of experience, who are field-hearted corporate people, right? That's who they are to me. They are field-oriented corporate guys. A lot of times there's a big disconnect with distribution and the corporate. So this is one of those companies that I know has a heart within it, that I know can be shared, and it's going to help a lot of people. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to you, Coach. You guys have a path, right? You guys already have a runway. It's all about taking the plane, taking the taxi, and start getting, all of a sudden you're going to pick up speed so we can take off soon. So I send you guys much love. And hold on, Gigi, come here. That's my youngest. Say hello to Gigi. Say hi, Gigi. Say hi.
Hey, Gigi.
So everyone says, hey, Gigi. So if y'all know what my motivation was, that was it right there.
Thank
So
you.
I send you guys much love, and I turn it back to you, Coach.
Thank you, Major, on behalf of the entire team. We've got 3 minutes, and so what I'd like to do is let Mr. Tang know some testimonials. So Michael, you're gonna go last. Mary, you want to give him a testimonial about what the product has done for you? Then Jennifer, and then Miss Short.
I want to go first, Coach, because I want to talk about the war.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta go first.
Adrian, this young man is in the hospital. And first of all, before you say anything, I want to thank you for your service, sir.
You're welcome. I want to
My
talk about
pleasure.
this portable. How you doing, sir? Great to meet you. Hello, Gigi. How are you? Well, I want to talk about the portable water filtration system that we have, which is phenomenal. When I first arrived in here, I was on 7 different medications. And ever since I've been drinking this alkaline water, I'm only down to 1 medication. So the power of our portable water filtration system, remember, folks, doesn't matter what they're taking, they have to drink water first. They have to drink water first. And so that's my testimony. I feel great, hydrated all the time. I'm in great spirits, even though I'm in here. But our filtration system is second to none. And that's the testimonial that I want to start off with, Coach.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Mary, you're stepping up. Who just go ahead. Just unplug and come on in.
Hi, this is Jennifer again. I'm a person who is very sensitive to foods. I have gluten intolerance, dairy intolerance, and many other intolerances. So I have to be very careful of what I eat. And how I got on these products, I was having the water before, how I got on the other products was I was very sick, very, really, really sick. Everybody was scared for me. My stomach was distended, my skin was in a mess. I was suffering from anxiety, total inflammation. I was totally inflamed, and I was sent to Coach. That Coach has products down there that can really help you. I know you are on some wonderful products, but these will go to your system. I've taken them before, and they have I could feel them in my body, and I started on the relief and the tranquility, and that thing calmed me down, calmed down my skin, calmed down all the inflammation, and um, even though sometimes I may stray, I may be on the road, and I may eat something that I like that I'm not supposed to eat, I get some inflammation, and maybe in a couple of days or two, they're gone. So most of the spots, the dark spots have gone. My complexion has been restored. My stomach is normal again. And I'm the calm person that I usually am. So I don't market products that don't do anything for me. So that's how come I'm marketing them.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Adrian, I just wanted you to hear some stories because you're brand new. But I mean, two business builders in one day, bro. Next person, pick it up.
Yeah, well,
All
you're
right.
I had to say that I'm not a good Rocky impersonator, but I'm a product of the product, and I take tranquility, and tranquility really helps me with my anxiety, because I can be known to be out there and whatnot, and that keeps me calm. And I also make sure I take it every night, because it helps me with my breathing. My breathing stops like 9-10 times per hour. And when I take that tranquility, when I look at it on my machine, my CPAP machine, my breathing stops 1, maybe even 0.5 times per hour. So that's a big change from when I'm taking my tranquility and not taking it. And you even see on my finger, I got my K-tape on, because I noticed my finger getting stiff on me. I couldn't bend it. I put on my K-tape. It's going on the 3rd day now, time to take it off. But I can bend this finger where I could not bend it before. It was stuck out there. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Okay.
So that's it. All right.
That's it. And so we cut it out. And what I used to do, Andrea, I used to put it here and here and walk in, and people would ask me, "What's that?" Because it was blue. So it was a conversational piece. Oh,
Well, my
Tia
story is
actually
about the
slammed her
patch.
finger earlier, Coach. She slammed her finger earlier, and so we put the KT tape on it, and the pain went away. Honey. Yeah.
unbelievable. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, my story is about the patch.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Adrian, she's only 25, but we've really been together for 25 years. So when she was born, we've been together.
Yes, I was having problems with my walking and everything, especially when our gym closed down, when we had the earthquake about 4 or 5 years ago, and my joints got stiff and everything, and I found myself walking on a cane, and but when I started using the patches, that was the best thing that ever happened to me, because the pain just went away. And I tell you, the patches are it. If you have trouble with any kind of aches, the patch works every time. And I tell you, it's a part of my life every day. So I just, and all the other products are just absolutely fantastic. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay. Okay. Michael, I'm sorry if anybody else, but I've got to close out with Brother Michael. Time.
David, really, I emphasized the 50 years before, but we have been to more than one rodeo, you and I, and we have seen things change in a heartbeat. And I'm just amazed at how everybody showed up today and the visual, all that sort of stuff. And I think that we're here for a purpose. That's what I think. And I believe in those God winks. And when I called you up 3 or 4 years ago, we're having a conversation because we've worked together so many times. And you told me what you were doing in the health field. And I had stage 4 cancer. So I embraced what you had because I'm a sort of an experimental guy. And if there's something new, like the Glow or all the other products that Angeli has that are rooted in this Ayurvedic idea that billion people have taken advantage of and learning, and I'm learning. There's nobody here that isn't, that I know, except the doctor in England, Dr. Abbott, that we saw on last Saturday. So all of this integrity with respect to my own health. I had stage 4 cancer, and we began with each of the products, and I could take time to tell you about each one, everybody, but I'm going to go with Spencer. That the water, which I think too, is right at the very core of healing in all of us. And we have this special opportunity. Everybody that I know is drinking this water every day. They may not do everything else, but they're taking all the water. Now, I was taking it. I'm an integrated medicine sort of idea guy. I like the pharmaceuticals, but I don't like the side effects. I like what they accomplish, but I don't like what they do to people. Well, the supplements and nutrition of Ayurvedic seems to fix that, and the water particularly. And so I had a drug that I was taking that was $15,000 a month. And my PSA, which is the thing I was watching, was starting to come down as I was working with you. And today, now 20 months later, I have like hardly any cancer in my system. Practically, that's 11 years now altogether. And the water and me and everybody else, I mean, everything else, whatever else you're doing. I was taking, by the way, when I started this with the water, I was taking 120 of those a month. That was 4 a day. Now I'm taking 3 a week. That's 12 a month. So just the economy of that and the effectiveness of the combination and the side effects that I was getting from that, obviously with this lower amount, you don't have those side effects anymore. So other things I can say, but I'm telling you that this process that we've been working on has manifested this morning in health ideas and wealth ideas that I've never seen before, period. Back to you, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you. And with that, I am going to say thank you. Brother Tate, hope you got the feel, and welcome aboard, sir. Oh, all right. Why don't we drop a 1 in the, what is it, Mary?
In the chat, Coach.
Yeah, and why don't we drop a 1 in the chat to congratulate Edward Tate, our newest person. Good.
All
Okay.
right.
God bless you. Monday morning, 8:45, we've got the Insight. And Tuesday, Turn Somebody Out, Tuesday at 9 p.m. It will be on the company's site Tuesday night. And let's close the month strong. And we close the month strong, but November, we're going to blow it up. Okay? God bless you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Great job.
Bye.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Namaste.
Job.
See you guys. Let's work through the month. Through the month.
Thank you.
Come on.